Welcome to Storytales, where love for pets meets the pursuit of dreams. I'm Penny.
I'm Rae.
Here, we will be unleashing our passion for pets and share our thoughts and experiences as we journey through our lives as pet and business owners.
Today, we will be talking about how to take your pet to travel.
Alrighty, let's dive in and make some positive waves.
Hey Penny, what's up?
Hey Rae, it's been not too long.
I know, it's summer now.
Yeah, it is summer and allergy season.
Do you have any plan for your summer vacation?
Not really. I don't really have a lot of summer vacation plans because of the heat and the allergy, but I want to take my dogs out when I can so they can get some sunlight because they're like me, cooped up at home. And they're tiny, so they don't get as much exercise, but they should get some sunlight.
Yeah, I should also do that too because ever since my baby is born, I haven't been able to walk my cat.
Yeah.
And Bagel and Latte are like, going crazy by staying home all day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, because you used to take them out all the time, so they're probably like, what happened?
They're probably thinking like, your woman is overdue. Where is our vacation? We need to go on a road trip.
Yeah, so that's interesting. Like I know, you walk your cats.
Mm-hmm.
I remember you told me you've taken them down to trips.
Yes.
And how does that work? Like when it comes to traveling with your pets?
So far, I take kitties to Monterey and down to LA, and we go by car. So we do road trip, and I think we are lucky because our cat doesn't have motion sickness. But I think one of your puppies has motion sickness, right?
Buff.
So I know some people who has, problem like that. They will feed them those CBD treat before they go on the road because they kind of ease their, emotions.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't do that. We just put them in the backpack. And then I will, restrict them in the backseat so they don't walk around or fly around in the car. That will also be creating danger for us.
Yeah, no, it's true. And it's not just backpacks, right? Some people use crates, different types of bags. So depending on what the pet is most comfortable in, and you've trained your pet in backpacks.
Yes, that's
nice.
why we do that. And I do want to use our seatbelt.
Yeah.
But then they are not still used to that thing.
Yeah.
So that's why I haven't been able to use that on my road trip.
Yeah.
Because I think that is like a toys or something that will just attack the thing and making noise and, and standing out will be worried about what are they doing there because you see all the scary noise.
And cats are a little smart, What if they know how to eject the seatbelt?
Oh, Bagel doesn't know that, but the funny thing, Bagel can open the windows.
Oh, he knows how to click on it, so you need a child safety.
So we always close the window for him.
Oh,
because there is one time we were going Costco, and then I was like, yeah, maybe we should just take the cat out, and then we can, then enjoy it a little bit car ride. And then all of a sudden I hear the window is coming down. And I was like, Stanley, why did you open the window? I was like, no, I didn't. And then you just see Bagel is slowly open the window and then slowly going out.
Oh no. Wait, did he have the seatbelt on?
No, he doesn't.
Oh no, that's scary.
Yes.
So he could have jumped out.
Yes.
When you talk about Costco stories, before we, so basically, Rae and I, we designed a seatbelt that works with our leash system. I had that seatbelt. I was taking my dogs to the groomer, but I was like, hey, I need to get gas. So I stopped by the Costco gas. And then, and you know how Costco gas has so many lanes compared to a regular Costco? And I right when I opened my door, somehow my mom's dog literally just hopped out.
Oh, wow.
And that was before I had all the seatbelt, and then she hopped out and I was like, oh my goodness. And then she started running and, there's cars everywhere. So I was panicking. I mean, I got her, she was safe, but that situation made me realize, okay, my dogs are comfortable in a dog bed, in the car, but, there are things that can happen, especially if I'm transporting not my own dog, but someone else's dog that doesn't really listen to me.
Yeah.
I gotta take some safety, precaution. And so now whenever I take my mom's dog out, she's always in a seatbelt. And it's perfect because her and my dog tries to fight all the time.
Oh, so you get to use seatbelt to separate them.
Yeah, I use seatbelt to separate them. One sits in the front and one sits in the back seat behind me. So they're like diagonally from each other. Like they'll see each other, but they can't like get to each other where they can go like. Yeah.
So but the funny thing, I did try to use seatbelt on Bagel and Latte once.
Yeah.
To go to a pet store.
Yeah.
And they were like playing in the back seat with a seatbelt, and then they all get tangled up.
Oh, like they're twisting with each other.
So that's also another reason why I still haven't found a good use
for cats
yet.
You know what's interesting? So, we're gonna have to talk about like a more multi-pet version.
Yes, I know. We need to think about that one. So right now, the safest way for me to transport my cat is to secure them in their backpacks. Because even I let I open the backpack and then explore a while with a distance. Yeah. See, Bagel can still get in trouble.
I think it's a small pet issue because small pets, they have more room to walk around behind in the seats, you know, versus bigger dogs.
They just sit there.
Yeah, they just sit there and they just look out the window and, and they don't cross each other. So it's definitely a pain point for smaller pets. Yeah. That's why I put them diagonally across from each other so there's no way they can touch.
I see.
Yeah. Yeah. And less of like visible view of each other too. Yeah.
So where do you want to go since you say you want to take your doggies out?
I mean, I want to try more hiking trails because there's so many up in the Bay Area and I haven't had the chance to take any of my dogs. Like, it's the same thing that happened to me when I used to live in SoCal where there's so many beaches, but I never go. Like, you just take them for granted and I just feel like I need to, relax a bit, enjoy nature a little bit more than normal because with our type of work, we sit at home and stare at the computer all day.
Yeah, don't forget to use the leash and check the laws because not all the trails is pet friendly. That's
true. Yeah, not all trails are pet friendly, and majority of them are. You have to have them on leash. Yes. I know a lot of people like to off leash train their pets, which is fine, but you have to make sure you're abiding to the laws. But yeah, how about you? Any plans with your cats, or because of the baby, you're kind of handful?
We are thinking to probably visit Lake Tahoe.
Oh, Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, with cats and baby because it's pretty chillax place. And we get to stay in cabins, enjoying sunlight. Yeah. And be lazy there.
There's a really nice place. I remember the water was so clear. And it's not a hard walk. It's called Emerald Bay. I
love that place.
Oh, you love it? Yeah, I've been there once and it was beautiful. I would love to go again actually one day.
Maybe one day we can road trip together with your doggy and my cat.
Hey, maybe we can do a little camping trip too.
Oh, yeah.
Glamping.
Glamping. I don't think I'm down to camping at all, Penny.
Really? Have you never camped in your life?
I did. Okay. That's why I am not going to go.
Okay, what's wrong with camping?
It's so hard.
Why?
I went with my friend, and my friend is those hardcore and they do everything that traditional. So you still have to nail the.
You nail the tent.
You nail the tent, and then you have to bring those heavy backpack.
Yeah, you bring your own little cooking stove and everything.
And I guess the reason I hate so much is because of tent. Because I didn't know how to set up my tent correctly. Yeah. And during the night, it just kind of collapsed halfway.
Oh. I mean, that's at least that's the problem for you. For me, it's the bugs.
Oh yeah, the bugs is so much. Yeah.
I had the area that we camped at. I remember had giant beetles.
Oh, okay.
Giant beetles and lotus. Those they look like grasshoppers. Yeah, but they're red.
As long as I don't see cockroach, I'm fine. Because I am only afraid of cockroach.
Oh man, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, so no more camping for me because I feel like I'm supposed to go out and enjoy my life, not to go out and torture myself.
Yeah, it's interesting. When we went to camp, our tent was fine and everything, but I think my sister left a root beer empty can, in the van, and then we heard a bear come and shaking the car.
Oh yeah, it happens. That's why you need to tie your food or your trash on a tree.
Yeah. My sister didn't realize she did that. She was young. She was in elementary school, and then we didn't notice it was there. So.
And also another thing why I didn't enjoy the camping, because my friend bought his German Shepherd, which is nice. Like German Shepherd, he's well trained and then he can walk the trail better than me.
Yeah.
And during nighttime, I really don't know what he heard, but he keep barking.
Oh, he keeps hearing noises.
Yeah, he keeps hearing noise. And usually, if the noise is not really concerned to them, because they are bigger dogs, they don't really bark. But on that night, I really don't know what's happened to him. He keep barking.
And they say animals have sixth sense.
And I keep popping out and to go to my friend's tent. It's like, dude, your dog is barking. It's like, yeah, just ignore him. And then my friend keep thinking, why you worry too much? Just ignore him.
Yeah, but what if there's something lurking around, or even scarier stuff?
I know, and he's like, is that a bear or mountain lion? Because then his bark will be different. That's the explanation he gave to me.
Oh, interesting.
And then I was like, okay, you know your dog, but I'm not worried about bears or mountain lion. I'm worried about something that we can see.
Oh, the spirits in the forest.
I know. That's why.
Yeah, sixth sense. Dogs do have sixth sense.
So ever since then, I was like, no, camping is not for me.
Hey, babies might have sixth sense too. You're like, what? That's why when you see like movies like Poltergeist, you'll see like kids get possessed first.
Oh my god. Yeah, but anyway, I think the upcoming Tahoe trip will be interesting for us because now I have to drive my cat with a baby. That will be a brand new experience. Maybe next time we can talk about that.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Can't wait to hear stories about that.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
But
have you ever flew with your pets?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Yes. I did want to take my cats to Germany last year, but then I got pregnant, so it didn't happen. Because Germany is one of my favorite countries.
Yeah.
And I've been busy there like every year, but ever since COVID happened, I haven't. And I told Stanley, like, hey, maybe we should take bagel and latte. And then we did all the research already, like you had to have like the rapid vaccination. And then like you have to get there and like, the approve for the flight.
Yeah.
And because they are small enough, as long as you can fit the pet in your backpack.
Yeah.
And put them
under your
seat, then you don't have to put it in like the cargo place.
Yeah.
So we were already planning on doing that.
Yeah. I think it's better for small pets to be near you rather than in a cargo or trapped in a compartment because, lack of oxygen can be a concern. You hear all these horror stories of like...
Oh, your pet died in the cargo.
Yeah, things like that. But it's really more about the oxygen they're receiving there, I thought it's the temperature. Well, it's too cold for them. Well, for small pets, for sure, it's temperature. But then also, like, the pressure, the oxygen level, all of it all adds up. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so we were trying to do that, but it didn't happen. So that's why we did another road trip. Yeah. We went to Monterey. Mm-hmm. And it was actually a pretty interesting trip because it was the first time that we take latte so far. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. That's cool. And sometimes you gotta do that research to see like where you can go that's pet friendly if you're bringing them, right? Yes. And the downside taking pet on the road trip is that you have to make multiple stops. There's something that you just have to do. Like first time I was being lazy with bagels, and I was like, no, I think we can make another 30 minutes. And an accident happened. Like he accidentally peed in the car, but then that was not his fault. It was like our fault because we were just thinking like. Maybe 30 more minutes, is doable. Yeah. Because, as a cat, you don't see them use litter box all the time. Yeah. And also like trained dog too, like they don't have to go out all the time. Yeah. But I think they probably get more nervous on the road. So that's why they are doing more. Yeah, more frequent urination. Yeah, so that's why I was like, oh, okay. After the accident, I told Sam we just have to be better. We either stop at a random coffee place, or like we find random, location to go explore. No, that is a good point. Like I remember, my dogs are a little better because my dogs they usually can hold it in, for like a good 4 to 6 hour car ride from SoCal to NorCal. Mm-hmm. I do try to like when I get gas, when I make that middle stop, I would let them out. And and I'm sure the pet appreciates it. You know what I mean? Like they have like some pets have the ability to hold it, but it's not good for them. So it's better to just do that frequent stop if you can. Yeah.
So I also, another thing I learned from my cat is that I will actually plan multiple stop, like sightseeing stuff for him and also for me, because they are not like trained dog. You can just open the door and then tell, hey, go pee pee. They don't do that.
Yeah.
They still have to, you know, scout the place first and then look around, find their, you know, comfortable space. So for that, sometimes it can take an hour.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now I will just like plan multiple sightseeing places so we can, you know, check out new places while he is doing his little exploring. So it's good for us, you know, both human and pet.
Yeah, that's awesome. I have been on a plane with the Yuffie.
How do you like it?
And not an international, just more domestic, like 1.5. Like, I had her in a little crate, like the airport approved ones, and she got to sit like right below the seat of the person in front of me, and she will always vomit.
Oh, because of emotional sickness, or she's just nervous?
Yeah, motion sickness. I think a little bit of both, and it was around when she was like 1 to like 4 years old timing, because like I was in college and I always flew home to visit family, and I would bring her with me. I think it's like, it's okay for the pets to vomit. I think it's more like, you know, some people get mad at pets for vomiting and things like that.
Like people around you or owner?
I've seen owners. I've also seen people who travel with the owners, or like if you're in a car, and in someone else's car, and then your pet has like a motion sickness in the car, in their car, and they vomit. I've had a situation where someone got mad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, and was getting mad at the dog, and I'm just like, you know, like when you have motion sickness, you can't help it. Imagine that was you.
Yeah, that's just like what happened in human too, right?
Exactly. So it's like, just because the dog cannot speak back to you doesn't mean like they're not feeling good. You know, they are not purposely trying to dirty your car.
Yeah.
So I think having a little patience and learning that is very important for pets that do have motion sickness, because a lot of people don't understand it or get it and then react badly to it.
Yeah. I think another tip that I would like to give people is that you need to train them too.
Yeah.
Like, for example, don't make your first road trip a really far distance. Like, oh, I'm going to go down LA for a 10-hour drive with your pet. No, don't do that.
Yeah.
You should do like, an hour drive and then just keep building on that tolerance.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what your pet is going to react when they are in the car.
Yeah, I mean, it can be like even simple things like, you know, a trip to the park, you know, like drive to a further park than your local park just to get them used to the car ride, or take them to the pet store with you.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And they'll start to get used to it. And Yuffie, like, as she gets older, she has less motion sickness and no more vomiting now.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, but Buffy is a little different.
He still has it.
She still has it. But I think as she gets older, she'll be better about it too. Yeah. But it just takes time. Yeah, so people try not to get mad at your pets
I know.
if it happens, and just be a little bit more prepared as, you know, you plan trips. That's really it, really.
So I got another question.
Oh, yeah.
Have you take your pet stay outside like overnight? Not glamping, like hotels or Airbnb.
Yes, yeah. So when there was all those wildfires going on, I had like points in Vegas. So we took all 4 dogs and drove to Vegas, and we were all in the hotel room chilling.
Did you have to pay for the pet fee?
No, I didn't, because it was like one of those pet friendly hotels, and they didn't have any pet fees.
Oh, that's nice.
My rooms were comped because I had points too, so I didn't really pay anything other than the resort fee.
That's interesting. Let me tell you, whenever I go out and then I found hotel that is pet friendly, they usually mean dog friendly, but they don't write that out.
Okay, so it's a little problem for you.
Yeah, so I always have to like call, kind of like before I share, like, you know, I went to Pumpkin Patch and then they say I can bring pet but not cat.
Interesting.
And then in my mind I always think, if you mean dog friendly, just write dog friendly.
Hey, next time put a dog costume on your cat while you walk them to a patch and see what they say.
So now I always have to like call and confirm and say, do you guys allow, you know, cat? Because I don't want to get extra fine for, you know, not.
Which is really, I understand where they're coming from, but at the same time, it's like, if you see this animal and your policy is pets are allowed, and you see they're well trained, Like why not allow? You know what I mean? And to me, it's a little like I don't know, discriminatory towards cats. I'm sorry.
I know, it's species again.
Yeah, right.
The most comment I got from them is because they say first because people are allergic to cat.
People are allergic to dogs.
I know, exactly right. People are allergic to cat, and then cat hair is difficult to clean. That's one reason that I heard. And the other reason is because cat scratches furniture. And I was like, dogs scratch furniture too. And sometimes they do more damage like huskies.
Yeah, the other day I was taking care of my sister's dog and she bit a chunk off of this board that I used to block my door so they don't get in. And she literally left a teeth mark with like a huge chunk like she bit off, like she ate it or something.
Well, so that's why most of the time cats are being discriminated because they scratches and they give people allergy.
I wish I can insert a video here of my dog doing the Wing Chun, like Ip Man. She's like, like that, So, like, my dog scratched too.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, every dog scratch. Have you not, like, had a dog scratch your knees for attention? I
don't know. My friend has husky, and then the husky threw out the drywall. In his house because he was too bored at home. Yeah, and like dogs like to dig holes and bury their bones, right? I know. Like, destroy the fences, right?
Destroy your shoes, Yeah. Yeah, that is discriminatory, and I feel like people should use better judgment whether or not they allow certain pets to go, because it's like if you see 2 cats are trained on leashes, why not?
Yeah.
Or if they're in a backpack, or like it just seems like, why are there all these rules that are not like use common sense to know whether or not they should apply or not, right? If you say no pets, then no pets. But if you say pets are allowed, then allow the pets and use good judgment on it.
Yeah, it's dog.
Yeah.
There's one time I get so mad. I was like, okay, what if I've I don't know, a guinea pig? Can I bring that? I was like,
let me bring a lizard.
They say I can bring a guinea pig, but I cannot bring my cat.
Let me bring a snake.
Well, I think you can too, probably because you are going to contain him in the box, right?
Well, they're going to probably tell me, it's going to bite someone.
Yeah, so that's why I always have difficulty to book hotels. Because the process just make me mad.
That's interesting. Yeah, and then I think there's this whole thing about, cat urine too, right? Like, if cat does an accident, it's a little bit harder.
It's actually very easy for us. We just set up the litter box in the bathroom, and then this is what I do, and then we haven't had any accidents so far. You set up the litter box, and then the first thing you do is to tell them to use a litter box.
Yeah.
It's either guide them with a treat or play with them in the bathroom area.
Yeah, so they know that's their area.
Yes. And then after that, they get familiar in the bathroom. They will start exploring, but then they know there's the place they need to go. Yeah,
that's good. That's actually more sanitary than someone bringing puppy pads,
Oh yes, it is.
Yeah. See, that's why hotels should reconsider.
I know. You can ban bad cat owner, but don't disapprove good cat owners out there.
Yeah, or if they choose a pet stay hotel, either they have a litter box or they have to bring one, or something, just to ensure your cat is gonna pee somewhere.
And have you experienced that, once you arrive to the hotel, they upcharge your pet? For example, on the website, they say pet friendly and pet allowed, there's no pet fees. But when you get there, it's like, oh yeah, we actually only allow how many pet in a room, and then each pet costs whatever $.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we also have that experience once.
I didn't have that problem when I was in Vegas. But maybe because I had 2 rooms and each room had 2 dogs. Yeah, but that's very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we'll always live and learn, right? When we go traveling.
Yes.
We probably might have to do a part 2 as we travel more with our pets.
I know, especially when we come back from our summer vacations.
Yeah. I mean, I hope I can take Yuffie to more places. I mean, she's old. It's hard for her to walk and things like that, but I would like to have her see more things.
You can carry her in a backpack, or you can push her in your little stroller.
That's true. I used to, when she was a baby, she used to be in a little tote bag, and I would just take her everywhere. And I would even like sneak her some Korean barbecue. People think she's like a little like stuffed animal.
Is that allowed?
No.
Pet in restaurant?
No, it's not. But they see her. I'm walking and the hostess sees her, thinking it's just a stuffed animal that I have.
Oh, I see.
Like, you know, like they think, oh, it's just some Asian girl with like a white dog stuffed animal in her purse, but it's not a stuffed animal, it's an animal.
That's so funny. She doesn't bark?
Nope, she didn't. She just like chilled, you know, relaxed, like, you know, probably sleeping most of the time. And then when she smells the beef, and then, you know, I clean it and then like give it to her, and then she's like, oh, yes.
That's so cute.
I know, that's Yuffie. Yuffie loves treats. That's all I'm good for now for her. It's treats and food.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I think that pretty much covers pet traveling so far that we've experienced.
Yeah.
And it'd be great if you guys can share any of your pet traveling experience with us so we can learn as well. And yeah, like sharing information is great. And also on that note, our social media, we're sharing information, our website. So come check out omnipetclub.com when you have time, as well as our Instagram, Facebook, all of the above.
Yes. Yeah, and enjoying your summer vacation with your pets. And don't forget to secure them when you guys going on road trip.
Yes.
Don't make mistake like I did.
Yes. Yeah. And until next time, we'll chat with you later.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.